Federal funding for child care services from the American Rescue Plan is set to end this week.
Fox 43's Tyler Hatfield joins us now live in the studio. Tyler, this is going to affect a lot of people from the child care centers themselves, the employees, even families right here in South Central PA.
Yeah, Jackie and Sean, originally the states were given $40 billion from the American Rescue Plans to help provide for child care services. And Pennsylvania specifically received more than $700 million. But at the end of September, that money could be cut off if lawmakers don't act. And child care professionals say the system is fighting for survival. According to the Century Foundation, 3,000 child care centers are expected to close here in Pennsylvania once federal aid dries up. They also estimate more than 150,000 kids will lose child care services and 11,000 child care workers will lose their jobs. But even with the job, child care professionals say they're not fully compensated. While federal aid helped pay workers during and after the pandemic, it didn't solve the problem of low wages, and many workers left. Earnings failed to meet the cost of living in 100% of Pennsylvania counties, according to a 2023 report from Children First PA. When the federal aid stops, child care professionals say the staffing shortage is only going to get worse. But their biggest fear is what happens to the children.
Well, my biggest fear is that children are placed in unsafe environments. That's my biggest fear, because there is no option for them for a safe environment. That a family out of desperation will respond to a Craigslist ad, but it doesn't say anything about, who else lives in that household, and whether they have child abuse clearances. So my biggest fear is that a child is hurt.
Diane told me 5 child care centers closed in the past 2 weeks because of these staffing shortages. She also says many child care centers have extreme waiting lists, and some places have over 30 kids for one spot. One of the questions I asked Diane was, what are the long-term effects? And she says this is the worst she's seen the system in her 30-year career. If nothing changes, she says parents will have to drop out of the workforce to care for their kids. Child care workers will continue to leave the industry, and children will continually receive the brunt of the impact. As of now, federal aid for child care services will end on September 30th. In the studio, Tyler Hatfield, Fox 43 News.